Shalom, family. All praises to the Most High and power to the chosen people. All right, now today I want to touch on a topic that's been on my mind for a while, and it's a topic about true wisdom. What is true wisdom, right? Because a lot of times people think that wisdom is I'm very intellectual, I know a lot of information, so that makes me wise. But really, in context, it's a lot deeper than I just know a lot of information. Wisdom is a lot deeper than just I read a lot and I do a lot of research, right? It's deeper than that. And so I want to explain when it comes to wisdom that there has to be actions. You have to speak. You have to do what you say, right? You have to put forth work. You have to put forth actions, right? You have to make improvements in your life. You have to continue to gain an understanding. These are things that are things of true wisdom, right? Because you can know, a lot of information. You can be intellectual. You can talk circles around people, and you can be very smart in the way you talk, in the way you convey information and things of that nature. But does that make you truly wise just because you know information? No, because at the end of the day, I'd rather have someone on my corner that is willing to give up his life for his brother, or is willing to be selfless and to put in the work and to be able to help the next man, than somebody that thinks he knows everything. He can quote all these different books, and he is so intellectual that he intellectualized himself to death, and he does nothing for his people. All right. So I'd rather deal with someone that may not be as smart as others, or may not know as much as everybody else, or may not be as in depth on certain subjects. But I'd rather have that brother that's gonna help the next man, be selfless, give up his life, sacrifice himself for the greater good of the next man, than to be around somebody that thinks he's so intellectual, he thinks he's so smart, he thinks he's so wise, right? But he does nothing for nobody. All right. So when it comes to wisdom, we have to understand that with wisdom also comes forth actions, and you have to have a true selfless mindset and heart. That's what wisdom is. Wisdom is not I read A, B, and C. I read so much. I know A, B, and C. I know more than you do. I know more than you do. I know more than you do. That's not wisdom. That's you trying to act like you're better than somebody. That's not wisdom. Okay? For example, Moshe, or the man we call Moses, he was a great prophet. We understand that he didn't really have a great speech. He didn't really know how to talk. He stuttered. He wasn't somebody that was very intellectual. But the reason why Moses was so great as a prophet, as a human being, as a servant of Yah, is because he put forth the work. He laid down his life for his people. He brought forth the law, statutes, and commandments of the chosen people. He brought them to Israel, right? He helped save Israel out of Egyptian captivity, right? He wasn't super intellectual and, can talk circles around people all the time. He wasn't like that, but he was a great man because he did great works, and he was very selfless, and he helped the next man. Moses even said that he would blot his own name out of the book of life just to save Israel. Who would do that? Who would do that? That is wisdom. Now that is true wisdom. When you're willing to blot your own name out the book of life just to save your people, that is true wisdom. Being able to lay down your life for the next man, being able to truly love your brother and uplift somebody. When you're able to uplift somebody and be able to help the next person do better for their life, that is true wisdom. That is the essence of wisdom. All right. Not just being all intellectual and y'all can just talk and talk and talk and talk. It's not wisdom. And so I'm gonna read that real quick. I'm gonna go to Proverbs. Let's see, Proverbs 17, and I'm gonna start at 27. And it says, "He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and the man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise. And he that shutteth his lips, is esteemed a man of understanding." All right. So just because you can talk the ear off somebody, don't make you wise. Don't make you somebody that's deep, that understands things. Right. That just means you like to talk. You just like to talk. Because a lot of times when you're truly wise, you know there's a time and place for everything. You know when to speak. You know when not to speak. You know what to say. You know what not to say. You don't just be talking, just so you want people to think you great. All right, and it's okay to understand information. It's okay to research. It's okay to be intellectual. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but what's the problem is when people get prideful think they know everything and think that their way is always right and think that you know they got the one up on everybody. They have all this information and they get to the point where they think they are greater and they think they take the place of the Most High. Okay, and that's when being intellectual. That's when you intellectualize yourself to death. That's what I call it. Intellectualizing yourself to death. That's what I call it. All right. And so true wise people understand that you don't have to talk and and always show how much you understand with your speech. Sometimes true wisdom is about actions. It's about being selfless. It's about love. It's about being able to help the community, help your people, help the next man, better somebody else's life. That is wisdom. Being able to better somebody else's life is true wisdom. All right. And so I was gonna go to something else. Let me see what else I can find up in here. Because I ain't gonna be too long. I'm just gonna go over a few things and kind of go over what true wisdom is. All right. And so I'm gonna go to let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to that real quick. I'm gonna go to John 15 and 10 real quick. Let me go there real quick. Because this is something that even the Messiah was telling us. This is something that he wanted his people to do. His life was an example of how we're supposed to live. He was selfless and he gave his life for his people. That's something we should be able to do. That's true wisdom. And that's true understanding. Being able to lay your life down for the next man to look like you. Laying down your life for your brother. Laying down for somebody that's in need. All right? And so I just want to go to John 15, starting at 10 real quick. It said, "If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full." All right. "This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you." All right. And it says, "Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends." No greater love. And that is true wisdom. And that is true wisdom. Be able to lay down your life for your brother, for the next man. That's true wisdom. Like I said, I'd rather have somebody that's not intellectual, that don't know much, that's not really the most brightest bulb out there, but he's willing to put in the work for his people. But he's willing to, you know, be charitable. He's willing to put forth efforts to help somebody. I'd rather have that person than somebody else that has read 1,000 books but has done nothing. But has done nothing. Give me the man that read no books but understands what it means to take care of people, rather than the guy that read 1,000 books but don't know. how to treat people, don't know what it means to be selfless, don't know what it means to help anybody or put in any kind of work to help the community. Give me the one that didn't read no books, but he understands how to love. He understands how to help. Give me that person rather than the guy that read 1,000 books that don't know anything, that don't know how to do anything or help somebody in real time, in real life. All he wants to do is debate and want people to know how smart he is. That's not helping anybody. You reading 1,000 books and not uplifting anybody is not helping anybody. All right. So I want you to understand what true wisdom is. Right, and that's being able to lay down your life for the next man. That's it's being selfless is true wisdom. Being selfless is true wisdom. Having understanding, being able to uh, take in information and not always trying to prove people wrong, but being able to listen, being able to just listen and try to understand what somebody else is saying before you come to conclusions is wisdom as well, right? And there's a scripture for that. Let me see. Let me see where they're at real quick. As far as that, see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, now this is what happens when you lack wisdom. Right here, when you Proverbs 11:9. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. Right? And go down to 12. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor. Right? If you despise your neighbor, if you're not helping anybody else, if you're not taking care of your brother, if you're not putting in the work to help benefit the community, benefit society, and you think you're all intellectual and you know all this information, you read all these books, but you're not helping nobody, you lack wisdom. You lack understanding. I don't care how many books you read. I don't care how great you think you are. If you read all these books and you claim you're so great and you have all this knowledge, but you lack the ability to help somebody, you have no wisdom. Period. You have no wisdom. All right. So I just want y'all to understand what true wisdom is and understand what it means to be wise. Because it's not just information. Knowing information doesn't make you wise. It's being able to apply the information that you know is what makes you wise. Being able to apply what you hear is what makes you wise. Doing what you say you're going to do makes you wise. Not being a hypocrite makes you wise. All right? So just keep that in mind. All right? I just want y'all to understand that. I just want to come in here and say that. I've been MIA. Just been a little busy. Things been going on. But, I'm going to try to keep in touch. I'm going to keep trying to make these videos. And so I appreciate y'all that watched. I want to say peace and blessings. Shalom to the family. All praise to the Most High. Power to the chosen people. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. All right. Shalom.